What is going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, bringing you another Insight commentary. And today I've got some Black Ops 2 gameplay rolling for you, where I am playing Team Deathmatch on one of the brand new Apocalypse DLC maps, Dig, which is actually not a new map. It's an old map from World at War, one of my favorite Call of Duties. And I'm using the MSMC with the diamond camo and the Gamecite logo. Probably one of my favorite combinations because it just looks oh so sexy. And I ended up going 21-9 in this gameplay. Pretty good for Team Deathmatch in my opinion. And my team pulls out a W and I do some work. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. And today I wanted to address a question that I've kind of been mulling over in my mind as we kind of wrap up Black Ops 2 and move into Call of Duty Ghosts. And that is, how long will Call of Duty reign? How long will Call of Duty last? As the top game played, the highest selling game, the game that everyone talks about. How long can this go on? And to be honest, I feel like it's going to end, and it's going to end soon. And I'll kind of talk about that a little bit more at the end here. But I want to go over my thought process and some reasons why I think that that this is going to end. And starting with, all good things come to an end. It's just a fact of life. And if you look at the product, or the life cycle of a product, that's how it goes. It goes up as demand goes up, and then it peaks, and then it drops. And that's the product life cycle with anything and everything. And I think a good example of this is we take a look at the iPhone. And there's been a huge demand for it. It's been going up and up and up. And I feel like we finally reached that peak to where we just had a recent announcement of 2 brand new iPhones, the iPhone 5C and 5S. And I feel like people are kind of like, meh, you know, they've seen it. It's nothing too special. It's expected now. And people are ready to kind of move on from it. And you know, again, that's the life cycle of a product. And I feel like Call of Duty is getting to be that way, where it is predictable. It's the same thing every year. Minor changes. The gameplay is not changing. And people are kind of becoming meh about it. Now, that's not to say everyone, because if you look at, you've got a lot of those people that are kind of turned off from it. You got people dropping off from the game, but you have more people hopping on to the game currently. But I feel like that's starting to shift a little bit. Now, I also take a look at Activision's track record with previous franchises that they own. And 2 come to mind. And the first is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. What a franchise this was. I must say, I love this franchise, and I loved the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series games. As a former skateboarder myself, I love skateboarding to this day. I love watching it. I wish I could participate in it more. But skateboarding holds a very special place in my heart. And those games were amazing. And I feel like they really put skateboarding on the map. And it was such a huge franchise. It was the game to play, you know, back in the day around the PlayStation 1 era. Those were the games. And I must say, I was a beast at those games. And I was a force to be reckoned with on the old skate park and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. But having said that, Activision milked the life out of that franchise, literally. They had annual releases on it, and over the years, with the minor changes that they introduced, similar to what we see with Call of Duty, it eventually was shoved down our throats to where we didn't want it anymore. And that's just the way it goes. I mean, we went from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater to, I believe, the most recent release, which surprisingly they're still doing a few releases now. I think they tried to bring it back, but I think it was Tony Hawk's Underground is what it was called. It had the plastic peripheral skateboard that was the controller, and you're supposed to do tricks on that, which replicate in the game. That flopped major. And that's unfortunate, because that was a great franchise, but that's how Activision rolls. Another one is Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero, huge phenomenon, took over the world. People loved this game. I for one, loved it as a musician myself. It was fantastic. Really fun to play. Loved all the songs. and they did the same thing. Annual releases until you did not want this game anymore, and they milked the crap out of that franchise. And I think, you know, we got DJ Hero, which is kind of a cool concept. I'll be honest, I own that myself, but it just died off. No one really wanted it anymore, and I feel like that's where Call of Duty's going. I also look at other first-person shooters, and a couple franchises come to mind. Medal of Honor is one of them. They kind of set the bar for war first-person shooter games, the campaigns at least. That Call of Duty took a lot of notes from Medal of Honor, and those were the war games to play as far as first-person shooter games were concerned. Great campaigns. I loved the original Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor Frontline was actually my favorite. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Great games that had their popularity and then died off. Tried to be rebooted, but it just couldn't happen. It just wasn't working out. You also look at Halo. Now, I know Halo still is very popular. I'm a huge Halo fan myself, but I'm specifically talking about the multiplayer, to where Halo 3 was the pinnacle of it. It was huge, and everyone was playing that, and it kind of just died off. And I look at it also in the point of competitive and Major League Gaming. Now, I know they still do it, but it used to be a part of the MLG circuit, and I don't believe it is now. And I feel like Call of Duty kind of falls in that same category, to where now it's part of the MLG circuit, but that doesn't mean it's not replaceable by another game. So there's those. And lastly, I think about next-gen consoles, because we're on the dawn of next-generation consoles. And if you look at Call of Duty Ghosts, that's not a next-gen first-person shooter game. It's not. It's got the same gameplay, updated graphics, updated perks, little tweaks here and there, but it's nothing next-gen. And I feel like, I've said it before, Titanfall, that feels like next-gen because it introduces some new concepts and brings a lot of those concepts together, which hasn't been done before. So I feel like after Ghosts, since we'll have settled into the next generation of consoles, if we don't see something that is, you know, more next-gen, I feel like that's when we can start to see that cliff and decline in Call of Duty. So that, to sum it up, I feel like Call of Duty is, in about 2 years, is going to start to decline a little bit, since we've had annual releases for just so long. So 2 years, Ghost, and whatever comes after that, I feel like that's when we'll start to see it. And I feel like we'll really know it when we get that online multiplayer free-to-play Call of Duty Online, where you have to pay for guns, pay for perks. That is when we know Call of Duty has lost its reign. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. Hit me up in the comment sections down below. If you guys liked the video, liked the gameplay, let me know with a thumbs up. And if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online. Hey guys, don't forget Facebook and Twitter. Hit that button down below.